Detroit Tigers. Justin Henry Malloy, who is hot right now, 5 for 7 in the postseason. He gets the leadoff spot and the designated hitter role. Then Matt Vierling, followed by Riley Green. Middle of the order is Andy Ibanez, Winsel Perez, and Spencer Torkelson. Bottom 3 for A.J. Hinch, Parker Meadows, Jake Rogers, and Trey Sweeney. That is the starting 9. Very young roster, inexperienced. But here they are, the gritty Tigers, matching up against one of their own. 8 years at Tiger, Matthew Boyd, his 2nd consecutive start in this division series in the postseason.
Yeah, you see the numbers at the bottom there, the game 2. Changeup was really good, had 7 swing and misses on that changeup, was outstanding, and held him 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position against the Tigers. And you're going to see right here in game 2 what he was able to do. Of course, that fastball, he can four-seam it with a little bit of sink, but again, to me, that changeup is what he went to so much in this game. And you know, in game 2, Austin Hedges got the start behind the plate, catching Boyd. A little different today. Bo Naylor gets a start behind the plate. Jose Ramirez, Brian Rocchio, of course, Jimenez at short. The Platinum Gold Glove winner, Josh Naylor, over at first. And in the outfield, great defensive outfield here so far this series with Stephen Kwan in left, Lane Thomas in center. And the big man, John Kenzie Noel, gets a start in right field.
Yeah, he made a couple of big plays, had an impact defensively in game 2 of this series. A 6-man umpiring crew in place, add 2 for the postseason. Chad Fairchild to call the balls and strikes. Nick Marley at first, Adam Beck, Ramon DeJesus, and Jim Wolf. Those 3 gathering together. The crew chief is out in right field here today. That's Todd Tishner. If we are in need of a review or a challenge, he'll be the man to administer that.
And a cool thing for Chad Fairchild behind the plate today, BA, doing a game 5, born and raised in Ohio. So
great moment for him. Great moment for these players. The winner will advance to take on the Yankees in the American League Championship Series. We're ready to play ball. Malloy steps in. Boyd's first pitch, and he hits Malloy. So on the first pitch of the game, a hit batter, and the Tigers have a man on right away. And I'm sure some nerves are starting to flow here for all of these players. Got him right on the thigh.
Trying to get that ball in. Malloy's been hot, 5 for 7 this series, so trying to kind of back him off the plate some and just overcooked it.
Both managers desperate for a fast start in this game for different reasons. There's strike 1 to Matt Vierling. If you're Cleveland, you could get out to a lead. They can make this a 5 or 6 inning game in a hurry with the best bullpen in the major leagues this year. If you're Detroit, you're trying to take this big crowd. It's an anxious crowd, but they are here and they get loud. You're trying to take them out quickly.
Yeah, you said it, they're anxious because they know who's on the other side for the Tigers. Tarek Skubal.
Vierling back in that number 2 spot, playing third base today. Played right field as well, and a swing and a miss. And the first out of the ball game is a strikeout for Matthew Boyd.
Wow, you talk about a high velocity fastball, 94 sneaking it by him. And if there were some nerves on that first batter, BA, I guess after he hit him, the nerves went away because those were 3 quality pitches against Vierling.
Been an amazing road back for the 33-year-old Boyd, coming off Tommy John surgery. Wasn't available till the middle of the summer. As he faces Riley Green, Boyd didn't have a team to play for. He went unsigned. Made his debut for the Guardians August 5th. Went through a full rehab scenario to try to get him up to speed. Essentially a summertime spring training buildup. Seattle native, longtime Tiger. Had that Tommy John surgery in June of last season. And here he is making his 2nd start. Only saw him once in the postseason prior to this year. That was as a Mariner out of the bullpen 2 seasons ago. Riley Green, this was A.J. Hinch's guy today. We asked him who he thought is poised to have a big game 5. He did not hesitate. He said, this is your guy, Riley Green.
Man, you look at his numbers this postseason, it's not like it blows you out of the water, but he's hit some balls hard too, right at guys. So that guy in the middle of the lineup that stabilizes for Detroit.
2 for 3 with a walk in game 4. 4 hits in the series. And Green takes ball 4, draws the walk. So a hit batter, a strikeout, now a walk. Tigers have 2 on with 1 away. And an instant threat. Yeah, Tigers fans have made it from Detroit. Both fan bases representing very well in the other ballpark. It's only 2.5 hours drive time between the 2 cities. Here's Andy Ibanez with 1 out, 1st and 2nd. And Ibanez, pop up, foul grounds, slicing. Naylor runs out of room, hits the net.
It just ran out of room. You can see Naylor, man, selling it all out right there. That'd have been a big out. Ibanez been tough with left-handed pitching. You see, just hit about halfway up on the net. Not to mention B.A. Ibanez, 395 with runners in scoring position this year. So one of the best hitters for the Tigers team.
He's been clutch, and he's had some big moments in the postseason already. That big 3 RBI double against Josh Hader in the wild card series. Ibanez is 0 for 5 in this division series, mostly used as a pinch hitter. This is his 3rd start. Two on, 1 out. Here comes Boyd, and a swing and a miss. Good changeup from Matthew Boyd.
Well, and that's the thing. We haven't seen too many yet. And now for some of these powerful right-handed hitters, you're going to start seeing that. That was his pitch in game 1 that really got him going.
Yes, he did.
He went. 2 outs. 2nd K for Boyd.
They definitely got him on that back foot slider. Good selection after that changeup.
Here's Wencel Perez. He's had a nice division series, nice overall postseason. 5 hits, and on the first pitch, a cut and a miss. Perez had a key go-ahead RBI in game 4 against Cleveland 2 days ago, only to be covered up by David Fry's dramatic 7th inning pinch hit homer.
You know, then he had the knock to left field as he gets painted fastball. Got the knock to left field off Heron before Clase came in after that. Now the crowd's getting into it here.
Got him. 3 Ks for Matthew Boyd. Stephen Vogt set his game 5 lineup with Stephen Kwan, David Fry, Jose Ramirez, then Thomas, Josh Naylor, John Kinsey, Noel, Bo Naylor, Andres Jimenez, and Brian Rocchio rounding out the starting 9 against the pitching Triple Crown winner in the American League, Tarek Skubal. First ball swinging. Kwan fouls it away. Tarek Skubal, Frenchie, led the American League in wins, strikeouts, and ERA this season. 228 Ks and only 35 walks through the entire season. He posted every time it was his turn.
Yeah, 7 innings hit, 8 Ks in game 1, of course, no runs. I think something to pay attention to. He pitches that game. Only 5 breaking balls, the fewest amount he's thrown all year. So you're going to see a heavy diet of fastball and, of course, that great changeup.
Kwan, he's had a terrific postseason. Had some back problems late in the year. Missed 11 days last month of the season, but he has come back hot. He's got 8 hits in this division series, hitting an even .500. And he sends out when he knocks Skubal down. Bobbled by Sweeney, no chance. Pinball action from Stephen Kwan sends Skubal to the ground. And Sweeney, the rookie shortstop, could not glove it. Kwan is aboard on an E6.
Boy, it kind of had some funky spin coming off that mound, right? And went right under Skubal and just kind of ate Sweeney up back there. And you said, Kwan, man, he's been the guy, even though that's an error. The ball was hit hard.
Here is David Fry. What an ovation he gets. And a little half swing he goes, unable to check his swing.
Yeah, this is all right here. Because of that spin and the late hop, it just ate Sweeney up. That's a tough play.
There was a first inning misplay in game 1 that cost the Tigers 5 runs. Cleveland jumped on him with 5 before there was an out. David Fry, he is into Cleveland baseball lore with his pinch hit, 2 out, 2 strike, go-ahead home run in the 7th inning in game 4. Sends that one a mile high right up the pipe, foul territory, and that'll be in the seats.
You also don't forget, had a suicide squeeze besides the 2-run homer. And Stephen Vogt told us he went over and asked him, can you get it done? He said, yes, sir. Well, he tried it one other time this season, bunted a double play, and it was his call. And Stephen Vogt very nicely told him, I'll let you know if I want you to bunt.
How about that list? 1 of 4 with those parameters to do what David Fry did, coming on as a pinch hitter with his team down, and Skubal eats him up. Big fastball from Tarik Skubal. That's the first out. 97-mile-an-hour cheese, and it's a strikeout of Fry right on his hands.
There's not much you can do on that ball. That's just bearing in.
World-class matchup all afternoon here. Jose Ramirez and Tarik Skubal, 2 All-Stars. Skubal has had his number, and he's thrown him nothing but fastballs and changeups. He has not broken out many breaking balls yet. Only threw 5 in the entire game 2. Little jam shot, fly ball to right, sunglasses on, long run in for Perez. He's got it, and Ramirez is retired.
Man, he's just, you said it, he's coming at him hard and finished him with changeup. Look, Ramirez 9 for 24 in his career off Skubal coming into this. Well, you said it, BA, game 2, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. He ate Ramirez up, and you can see they're getting stuck hard first 2 pitches and got him jammed.
2 outs. Here is Lane Thomas. Loves that first pitch as well. You're going to see a very aggressive approach by the Guardians. Skubal is a strike throwing machine. You know it's going to be around the plate. Thomas, cut and a miss. 0-2.
You hear people say a lot, yeah, why don't you try to work the pitcher? He's not a type of guy you can. Because of him pounding the zone, you're going to find yourself 0-2, 1-2, and that is not a recipe for success off him.
Led the majors in 3 pitch strikeouts this year. On the ground, Sweeney gets another chance. Little flip to the bag, and that's the inning. Skubal works around. A leadoff error puts up a 0 in the first. We are off and running in this decisive Game 5 in Cleveland, Ohio.
Don't forget, on DraftKings Sportsbook this postseason, new customers can bet $5 and pocket $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use the promo code HEAT when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
What a beautiful fall day it is here in Cleveland. This game moved to this 1 o'clock Eastern start time today. It was originally going to be an evening game, a primetime game at 8:08, but some impending weather later. And this game moved to the afternoon under abundant sunshine. Moved to the 2nd inning. Matthew Boyd facing Spencer Torkelson here to start this 2nd inning. Some housekeeping. They did change the Kwan batted ball from an E6 to an infield hit between innings. If you were on Tarik Skubal no-hitter watch, that is now over. Sometimes scorers don't like issuing hits as the first hit on a play like that, but that has been ruled as an infield single. Torkelson, a swing and a miss.
Yeah, Kwan's been unbelievable. Back-to-back 3-hit games.
And extends his hitting streak now, Frenchie, to 10 in a row.
And if you're the Guardians, you can always at least look up and say, we got more hits than they got on Scooble.
That 10-game hit streak in the postseason goes back to the 22 postseason. Boyd deals it. Torkelson stays alive. Torkelson had snapped at 0 for 14 with a Game 3 double and an RBI. Big part of the Tigers win in Game 3. And Boyd wipes him out. Naylor secures it to his brother at first. A strikeout for Matthew Boyd. And Frenchie, not only is he racking up the Ks, but the swings and misses inside the at-bats as well.
He is right now. That changeup and the slider. This is a phenomenal slider. 8 swing and misses so far here through the first 6 batters in the lineup. And talk about it too, BA, on the Tiger side. Look, Boyd has got great stuff. There's got to be some nervous swings there too, some nervous energy.
Parker Meadows slices one down the line. That's going to get down, a base hit. Meadows on the first pitch. Lefty on lefty. Continues his hitting ways. He has hit in all 7 postseason games. That matches a Tigers franchise record for a hit streak in the postseason. Meadows is aboard with a 1-out double, the first hit of the game for Detroit.
Talk about what a great job this young man has done, getting sent down for 2 months. And you see right there that list he's on there. That's pretty good names there.
Yeah, he clipped off Al Kaline. Now he gets the mechanical man, Charlie Gehringer. And he's hoping for another playoff game to have that all to himself. Swing and a miss. Jake Rogers with the lefty on the mound. Bumps into the 8th spot in the batting order. Sweeney hits 9th. A.J. Hinch goes left, right, left at the bottom of his order, the final 3. Guardians bullpen already active. That is one of the best weapons that Stephen Vogt has. Cade Smith.
I still think you got to be a little careful with that right now, BA, in the 2nd inning. It'll be interesting to see, but Boyd's got good stuff right now.
Meadows takes off. Rogers takes a ball. No play at 3rd. Parker Meadows got a great jump. Steals 3rd base. Gets there with just 1 out. Sets up a better scoring chance here for Detroit.
Well, he got him too. He had timed it perfect. 2 big hops, and when he went to look and throw that off-speed pitch right there, smart by Naylor to hold it.
Parker Meadows looks like he is going to be a terrific player. Infield end. And Rogers a swing and a miss. Opportunity at runs for the Tigers. They stranded 2 in the 1st. Runner at 3rd with 1 out here in the 2nd. Count goes full. Trey Sweeney, rookie shortstop, due next. A lefty, then back to the top of the order. Let's see if the contact play is on, if Rogers hits the ball on the ground. Parker Meadows, one of the fastest players in the game at 3rd base. Well, Rogers pulls it foul.
You keep seeing, though, do you notice the trend? Sliders in, fastballs in. They're trying not to let him get extension right here. Even just a lazy fly ball to right field gets you a run. So Boyd's really trying to crossfire there and come in, as you can see, and continues to mix it up really well.
Boyd desperate for a strikeout in this situation. Rogers trying to get one in the air. Won't take much to get Meadows home. Here comes the 3-2. Fly ball, right field, shallow, coming in, Noel. He's got a strong arm. Meadows will tag and stop. And Noel fires a strike. Too shallow to try to score. Second out of the inning.
Yeah, smart move over at third base coach Joey Cora. There's no way you could do this right here. We've seen Noel already twice here make great throws. And as much as you'd love to push the envelope, right, BA, you just can't in that situation.
Threw out a runner at second base in game 2. So 2-men are out. Infield backs up to normal depth. And here's Trey Sweeney.
You know, you go back during the regular season, Boyd, hitters were 269 runners in scoring position. We talk back to game 1, 0 for 5, and already here in game 5, 0 for 3 for the Tigers.
Looks like Boyd's found a new gear. He only made 8 starts for the Guardians this year. Remember, he didn't come back up until August. 0-2. Tigers in this series 4 for 37 with runners in scoring position. Boyd's got Sweeney, no balls, 2 strikes. And did he go? He did. A strikeout to end the inning. Tigers have left 3 already. 2 in scoring position.
And you see that changeup again. Look where all of them are, down in that zone. And of course that one slider, but all those down in the zone. So tough for a hitter to get any lift on those balls.
2 versions of the fastball as Josh Naylor pounces on the first pitch, pulls it foul. But mostly fastball changeup for Tarik Skubal. That's what's so impressive about him, is that he can get out quickly, pound the strike zone with electric stuff like that. 98-mile-an-hour fastball to Josh Naylor, and he's ahead of him 0-2. Not only does he throw a lot of strikes, he stands on that rubber stalking the hitter. He is ready to go, hardly ever get to the end of the pitch clock. Naylor wanted a timeout right there.
I almost think if you're some of these Cleveland hitters, you got to do that sometime, right? Try to slow that down, try to get the rhythm off, basically try anything.
The new rules really benefit Skubal. You only get 1 timeout as a hitter in an at-bat. Little rollover ground ball right to second base. Ibanez for out number 1. Breaking ball from Skubal, the slider that time. Well, let's take a look at what's coming up in the postseason. Only 1 spot left here. The NLCS is all set. Congratulations to the Mets and Dodgers. 8 o'clock on Fox, 8 Eastern tomorrow for game 1. And then is it going to be the Tigers or the Guardians against the Yankees? We'll have it for you right here on TBS, 7 Eastern on Monday from the Bronx. John Kenzie Noel. And a wave and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. And it would appear that Cade Smith is coming on in the 3rd inning for Stephen Vogt.
Just for me, again, you start this train, I think, earlier than, I don't know if this was the plan all the way to not let the lineup see Boyd another time. But I just, again, we saw they started, if you remember, Cade Smith at the start of the 5th after that home run to McKinstry, and they barely got across the finish line. Now you're asking someone else to get 6 more outs.
Noel jammed as he fouls it away.
I think it goes to show you then, Zabrowski, Walters, some of these guys are going to end up playing a big role in this game that they've gone through.
Might have to go outside there, fearsome, foursome. Guardians do have the best bullpen in the major leagues this year. It ends with Clase, but they have 4 A-plus relievers. You're going to have to tap in, most likely, into somebody else today as Skubal strikes out Noel. Picks up his 2nd K, just powered him up with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
I mean, just you see how hard it is. 2 changeups, got him to swing at 1, lay off 1, and then you just come up here top of the zone. I mean, there's no way you're catching up to that pitch. And Skubal just continues to be on a roll.
2 outs. Here's Bo Naylor. First ball swinging, a bouncer to Sweeney. Nice easy hop. Low throw, but it's dug out by Torkelson. Nice play at first base. Skubal is through 2 innings. 2 scoreless. He's retired 6 straight with a couple of Ks. Well, it is Stephen Vogt who is deploying a little chaos against A.J. Hinch and the Tigers. Matthew Boyd is out of the game. 2 innings, 1 hit. Boyd finishes with 5 strikeouts of his 6 outs recorded. 5 were Ks. And he is going to send Cade Smith to the mound as the Tigers get back to the top of their order. Justin Henry Malloy and a swing and a miss.
Well, he's been one of the most dominant this whole postseason. As you see, 4 2/3, only 1 hit in those 9 Ks. And he's been outstanding. Again, and let's talk about it, BA, for a sec. I see the reasoning, right? You tell yourself we have to match zeros as long as we can with Skubal. The way he's going on that side. My counter to that would be someone's going to have to get some outs in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th that you're not used to getting. And I'd said Boyd had 5 strikeouts. I know he gave up the 1 hit to Meadows, but it was kind of a slicing ball. It just, you know, I thought he had really good stuff.
Yeah, it looked like Smith was coming in had he got to Malloy. Such a matchup-oriented series, all series long. It's different today with A.J. Hinch because he has Tarik Skubal on the mound. The Tigers have Skubal and chaos. That's how they run things. Another one high and tight to Malloy. Guardians have had trouble in their starting rotation all year. They've had a ton of injuries. They lost Shane Bieber after just 2 starts, a former Cy Young Award winner. And they're bringing on a couple of mercenaries in Matthew Boyd and Alex Cobb. And both made very few starts for the Guardians. So Stephen Vogt is drawing the line in the sand early. If he's going down with the best part of his team, which is the pen. That ball is smashed to short. Nice play by Rocchio. Uses the ground for the hop. Well done by the Guardian shortstop. Justin Henry Malloy is retired. Hit it like a bullet, though.
Man, what a great play. What a great job by Malloy to square this fastball up, first of all. And then, as you said, look at this. To get rid of it quick, give Naylor time, and a good 1-strike hop over to first.
Cleveland has a dynamic keystone combination at the shortstop and second base position. Rocchio grades out well in all the defensive metrics, and there's nobody better than Andres Jimenez at second base. Fly ball, right field, playable. And Noel will put it away. 2 up and 2 down here in the 3rd for Cade Smith. Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to find a league near you, go to playball.org and follow Play Ball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Here's Riley Green.
Give Cade Smith this, man. That arm still got great velocity. He's pitched in all 5 games now in this DS.
Just gave up his first hit and first run allowed in game 4. And he came in early in that game, but not this early. That was the 5th and the 6th. He's got Green 0-2, and they're back on their feet at Progressive Field. Smith also has a devastating splitter he can call on. And a swing and a miss. Sticks with the gas. 3 up, 3 down with a K for Cade Smith. Series. It's presented by Booking.com. High drama under the Saturday afternoon sun. Game that was moved up with poor weather coming in later tonight. Off to a scoreless start. Tarek Skubal returns to the mound. Andres Jimenez will lead off for the Guardians. Brian Rocchio to follow, then Stephen Kwan. Got a lefty, a switch hitter, and then another lefty against Skubal. 8, 9, and 1 coming up for Cleveland. Guardians are already into their bullpen. Much different story today for A.J. Hinch with Skubal. As long as he's putting up zeros. We asked him how long could you go with Skubal, and A.J. Hinch said, I don't know, 200, meaning 200 pitches. Of course that's not the case, but he said he felt good about him. Old school starter style. And what that means is 110,
he dropped
120.
Absolutely.
It's a totally different game for the Tigers when Skubal is on the mound. They don't play this way any other day except with Skubal pitching.
How can you not?
Jimenez pops it into foul territory. That is going to bounce off the netting. It's a dead ball as soon as it hits that netting.
I thought you said it best between innings. You know who's loving this? Aaron Boone right now.
Yes.
He's watching this game in his plush penthouse up in Manhattan right now. Saying Skubal throw 115 and Cleveland throw that bullpen.
Yankees await the winner Monday night. Swing and a miss, and Skubal with a strikeout. Third strikeout for Skubal. Gets this one on a breaking ball.
Yeah, just slider, top part of the zone. That's the thing for him. Because of his dynamics, sometimes these pitches like that don't even have to be that sharp, just located and thrown at the certain time.
Here's Brian Rocchio. First ball swinging, sinking liner down, a base hit. Rocchio, a one-out single. He has really swung the bat well. That's his 5th hit in this division series. He's got 2 doubles as well, and he is aboard with the top of the order coming up.
You said it. I mean, there's always got to be that one guy at the bottom of the order, right, that you need production from. And he has been that guy right here. Love the approach. He went first pitch fastball. I'm not taking it.
Now their hottest hitter in this DS, Stephen Kwan. And that's a foul tip on a half swing. It's a strike. Kwan, an all-star this year. He's won a couple of Gold Gloves. Will probably win another one this season. One of the best defensive left fielders in the game. Hit for more power this year than in any other year. Just his 3rd season. Popped 14 home runs. Tigers set up to turn a double play.
2.
And it's 0-2.
We've seen Kwan this whole series, though, be able with 2 strikes really do a good job of trying to let that ball travel and drive it to left field.
Good play back there by Jake Rogers. Keeps a double play in order. You talked about this in game 2. Skubal has an arsenal to not only attack individual hitters, but individual situations as well. He has multiple pitches that he has great confidence in. Right now, he wants a ground ball. Good take by Kwan.
Him and Rogers do a good job also seeing if the guy's going to be too aggressive, he will drop that changeup at any time. But if they're not, he will locate that fastball all day long if you let him.
For Kwan this series, 5 of his 9 hits have come with 2 strikes. He's been so good. He's late on it, lets it travel, but fouls it away.
Yeah, you go back to game 2. He shot one to left field there for a base hit. And what that helps him do by doing that is he can lay off that slider. He can see that changeup a little bit longer. And then you said it, he's had a great series.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Kwan, left field, had him shaded that way. On the run is Green. Oh, it's a fair ball. It's off his glove. Rocchio winds it up on his way to 3rd. He's in there. Stephen Kwan into 2nd. What looked like off the bat the 2nd out. glances off the glove of Riley Green. He was there, but he was in fair territory. And it's second and third for Cleveland.
But you were looking for that one break, and that's going to be an error right there. And you figured that that would be kind of a thing. I don't know if he just took his eye off at the last second or just gator-armed it a little bit. You can see Skubal can't believe it.
Now it's on. Second and third for David Fry. First ball swinging, pulls it foul.
Oh, my gosh.
Extreme pullage. Did you think you were going to get a foul ball in that seat today?
And by a right-handed hitter?
Oh, Riley Green.
Yeah, just kind of missed it.
He is a very good defensive left fielder. Infield end. The 0-1. 0-2 the count. Comes right at you, Tarek Skubal.
Yeah, but this is where the aces like him are so good because they're able to bail out defenses at certain times. Now Fry in a tough position, just battling, trying to put it in play here.
Fry has been the star. He's got 5 RBIs in this series, and a swing and a miss. Skubal, 100-mile-an-hour fastball. A huge strikeout for Tarek Skubal. Still second and third, but now 2 men are out.
Well, and you see that beat him the spot, and for Skubal, even though he's got Ramirez this series, worked out well for him. They can put Ramirez on first base right here with it open and load it for Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas traded from the Nationals to the Guardians at the trade deadline. His first postseason at bat. He swung at the first pitch, popped a 3-run home run in game 1 last Saturday. Swings at the first pitch. A cut and a miss.
Yeah, that last pitch was 100 miles per hour to Fry.
That's back-to-back triple-digit fastball. Skubal reaching back for extra here. Guardians have him loaded up with 2 outs. Jammed him. A pop-up in the infield. And Tarek Skubal gets out of a serious jam. An error in left field. Guardians. Riley Green comes over, says, sorry, man. Tarek Skubal, the stuff of legends. Bases loaded, and he just rips through that Guardians batting order. He did not throw a pitch out of the strike zone after Green's error. 5 for 5. Got a strikeout, the intentional walk, and then the pop-up off the bat of Lane Thomas.
Riley Green's telling him, if we win this and get to New York tonight, I got your 20-ounce filet.
Here's Colt Keith. He's going to pinch hit for Andy Ibanez. A revolving door at second base. Cade Smith back on the mound to start his second inning. One of Stephen Vogt's best relievers coming in early in this game in the 3rd inning. Retired the side in order in the 3rd.
2.
Guardians have 3 lefties in their bullpen. Eric Sabrowski is the first one up.
And there's one of our answers. Hasn't played a huge role in this series, BA, and he's going to obviously get some time here in game 5.
0-2.
For the most part, we've seen the gauntlet of Smith, Herron, Gaddis, and Clase.
Yeah, that's the fearsome foursome for the Guardians, but they're going to have to dip into the reserves on some level, and it looks like Sabrowski will be next. No balls, 2 strikes. Lead man up here in the 4th inning. Colt Keith, the pinch hitter, and a swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Cade Smith. Out number 1 here in the 4th.
And here, this is what makes Skubal one of the best in the game, if not the best right now. You get the error, what do? Fastball in on Fry, change up, and then right here, 100 up top. And then you put Ramirez on. Lane Thomas has been swinging it good. Fastball up in the zone, and then fastball 99 in on the hands. 5 pitches, you said. I mean, like, hey, don't worry, guys, I got you.
Snuffed it out quick.
Man.
With the crowd roaring. All 3 of his postseason starts have been on the road. He has yet to pitch at Comerica. It's a swing and a miss. Winsel Perez, the switch hitter, out in front of a fastball, trying to dial it up early. And that one by him. 1-2 the count. This is one of the most electric fastballs in the game, Cade Smith. And he and Terrence Skubal, you're looking at the 2 best heaters going.
Now for Cade Smith, BA, when you got 103 strikeouts during the regular season and you turn and tell me that 81 are on the fastball, I mean, it's just, here you go.
Yeah, for an individual pitch, it grades out as the best, most effective fastball in the game today. And a defensive swing. Perez strikes out 97 right down the middle. Looked like Perez was just up there trying to fight one off to stay in the at-bat. 3 consecutive Ks, 2 outs here in the 4th.
And look at that. I mean, he just beats him to the spot. We talked about it. That's a great thing. Look how far out that ball's released.
It is noteworthy that these hitters are under Smith's fastball. And now Torkelson thinking fastball, unable to check his swing on a big curve.
That's the thing, right? You try to cheat. Try to tell yourself, I'm getting out there. And what does he do? He throws that little sweeper.
We have had 32 whiffs today. Swings and misses already. Pitchers are dominating.
1-1.
I promise you that number is going to continue to go up.
Well, that's a huge number. We're only in the 4th inning. Rookie elevating into one of the game's best. The 1-2. Torkelson stays alive. Skubal ready to roll. 2 outs, 4th inning. Torkelson had a better swing. He fouls it back.
Get the feeling Skubal's calling his teammates right now, BA, just give me one.
Yep.
Any way you possibly can, get me one.
Torkelson's got the kind of power to do that. Had a 30-plus homer season 2 years ago. Things went south for him a little bit this year. Had to go back to the minor leagues. Had to make some adjustments both physically and mentally. He delivered a big hit in game 3. Had been 0 for 14 in the postseason. Had a hit in game 4. Three and 2. It goes from 0-2 to 3-2 for Torkelson. And a swing and a foul. Getting some better swings off against Smith. Parker Meadows due next. Had a double his last time up. Pitch number 9. And a drive into left center field. That ball's got some carry. And it is off the top of the wall. Spencer Torkelson rips one off the wall in deep left center field. It is a 2-out double. And the Tigers have a man in scoring position.
Well, you said it. The longer that at bat went, he was seeing more fastballs. You could tell getting more comfortable. And here he finally got one and hit it halfway up that wall for a double for the Tigers and get them a chance with runners in scoring position. And I think that's going to be it for Cade Smith.
Smith is out. Stephen Vogt on his way. Cade Smith goes an inning and 2/3, 3 Ks, gives up a double. Guardians fortunate. They've got a 19-foot wall out there at work. Eric Sabrowski out of Stephen Vogt's bullpen.
And the young lefty, you see one game this postseason back in game 3, inning and a third, no hits. Fastball and a really good slider to these left-handed hitters.
Only 8 games in the regular season in the major leagues. Facing Parker Meadows now. Meadows has hit in every game, had a double in the second. 7-game postseason hit streak, ties a Tiger franchise record. Tigers have had some traffic. Third time they've had a runner in scoring position in a frame. Stranded 2 in the first inning. Back-to-back Ks by Boyd. Left a man at third base in the second inning. That inning ended in a strikeout. And now a runner at second with 2 gone.
You think about it, each team, not just runners in scoring position, BA, each team has had an opportunity today with a guy on third and less than 2 outs. Boyd got a fly ball to right field, and of course Scuba last inning got the strikeout of Fry.
Two and 1 the count. 2-2 now. What a spot to be in if you're Eric Sabrowski. He's a rookie, getting a spot early in this game. I'm sure Stephen Vogt trying to get 1 out of him. Crowded him. Fastball, and it's 3-2.
He's a minor league Rule 5 pick from San Diego to Cleveland in December of 21. During his second Tommy John, so he's come a long ways.
Torkelson at second base, and Meadows fouls it away. That opposite field approach. That's where his double came last time up. Meadows.
Yeah, and because of it, you can see Quan shaded way left right there. Massive gap in left center.
Meadows homered in the wild card series against Hunter Brown of the Astros. Pulled that one. And that is a ball. Close pitch. Parker Meadows tracked it all the way in. He draws the walk, first and second with 2 outs.
They have a whole group of people who are dedicated to working with arenas and sports teams on strategies to eliminate and reduce their waste.
Sabrowski tried to get him to bite. Meadows would not. He's seeing it well right now. Here's Jake Rogers.
What a job laying off that 3-2 by Meadows, huh? Definitely off the plate, but still young hitter, big situation. Was able to take it.
Inside move by Sabrowski. Counts as a disengagement. You get 3, but you have to record it out on the third one. 2 outs in the inning. Scoreless game, decisive game 5. And that one's in the air. A foul pop that'll head for the seats. One ball, 1 strike on Jake Rogers.
Sabrowski 12 2/3 innings pitched during the regular season, BA, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a huge spot in game 5.
Rogers known as a great defensive catcher. He's caught every one of Tarek Skubal's starts this year, trying to deliver at the plate. Kerry Carpenter, who's nursing a hamstring injury, is letting his bench know he is ready and available. Helmet on, bat in hand. Was the game 2 hero. Swing and a miss. Sabrowski with a fastball. He does get a lot of swings and misses with his fastball, despite not having big velocity.
He's got great ride to it, as you could see there.
2-2. 2 on. Popped him into foul territory once again. And once again late into the seats it goes. Sticking with a fastball. Walters getting ready. Andrew Walters, Eric Sabrowski, maybe even Gavin Williams. Those are kind of the the ancillary pieces outside the four horsemen that Stephen Vogt may be calling on today. He still has a lot of innings to cover. Big spot for the rookie here. 2-2. And a ground ball to Rocchio. Across the diamond he goes. And the inning is over. Tigers creating some traffic, but they cannot wear what the players are wearing on field during the postseason. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, tees, and more. Visit MLBshop.com for your favorite team's postseason gear. Packed house, Progressive Field, downtown Cleveland. Colt Keith will take over at second base after a pinch hit appearance in the top of the fourth. Josh Naylor, customary, swinging at that first pitch.
He might swing at more first pitch than I used to.
30+ homers, 100+ RBIs, and doesn't strike out that often.
No, he does not. Not for a power hitter.
Gets after it early in the count. He's got a pitcher that will happily oblige as Skubal pouring in the strikes. Ahead of him, 0-2.
No.
Tell you what, Chad Fairchild's had a great strike zone in this game so far.
Getting the call, game 5, as the home plate umpire. Naylor out in front of it, lifts one in the air. Shallow right center. That is the right fielder Perez, who comes across to make the catch. One away for Skubal. In the fourth, we check in with Lauren Jabara.
Thanks, B.A. Tarek Skubal having a great game so far. He was asked about how he keeps his emotions in check. He said, well, in college and in high school, I was really more emotional when I was playing in basketball games, not baseball games. But the funniest part about it is his mom took to Twitter after the game and said, Tarek Daniel. Tarek goes, Mom, I don't know why you're making those comments. I've seen you get ejected from plenty of games when I was in high school as well. And he said, how about your dad? And he said, well, my dad too. Maybe it's genetics, about all of those emotions that they have. But he's trying to keep them in check more here in game 5.
Yeah, don't you know, Lauren, your parents are never wrong.
Never.
So you got to listen to them, especially your mother.
Well, and Skubal even said he showed more emotion than he ever has. Matter of fact, he told Lauren down on the field, we did an in-game interview. He says, you know, I've got to check my emotions. But that was one of the more memorable moments when he got a couple of double plays. He walked off the mound. He was raising his hands to the crowd.
The postseason can do some of that to you, man.
Hey, we're all about it, Tarek. John Kenzie Noel takes one right across the knuckles, just missed his hands. It's a ball. 3 balls and a strike to count. First 3-ball count for Skubal.
3-2.
We're in the 4th inning.
Yeah.
Just found his first 3-ball count.
I was going to say what makes him so dangerous too is 3-1. No problem throwing that changeup. You want to try to get out to hit that fastball, and then he just doubled it up again there. Now let's see if he tries to triple up or he rides that fastball running away and up.
Noel right on the hands. Lazy little pop up to Keith, and there is out number 2. Skubal has faced 14 batters thus far. He has 6 0-2 counts already. He's got Bo Naylor now. This was one of the surprises in the starting lineup today. Bo Naylor instead of Austin Hedges.
You know, it's one of those things, I think, because of the matchup. Look, I think at the end of the day, lefty righty, you're facing Skubal, you got to be ready either way. But get the feeling that, you know, Hedges is a guy, maybe if you see them take the lead from a pitch calling defensive standpoint, you might see him kind of be the closer from that standpoint.
Stephen Vogt certainly believes in the importance of a great defensive catcher, manages a staff, calms the game down from the catching position. He was that guy. Bo Naylor brings a little more offense. Skies one to Riley Green. He squeezes that one, and a 3-up, 3-down inning for Tarek Skubal. We are still scoreless. The winner headed to the ALCS. Tigers coming up in the 5th. TBS is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Saturday afternoon, Cleveland, Ohio, a sold-out Progressive Field, Game 5. This winner-go-home matchup. Andrew Walters, former Miami Hurricanes closer, is on the mound, pitching in his second game in this division series. And he gets Trey Sweeney to start the inning. Scoreless game here in Game 5.
Talk about being thrown into the fire. 9 2/3, including the postseason innings pitched in the big leagues. That's it.
Just 9 major league games.
But he's given up 1 hit this year. Not a big strikeout guy, but a really good fastball and a really good slider.
Walters, since he made his debut, opponents just 1 for 26 against him. Just that 1 hit. It's amazing that these managers, and it's kind of the way the organizations have to run. Both of these managers are throwing rookie pitchers with not just rookies, but very little experience this year in the major leagues into the fire. And these are the bridge innings right now for the Guardians, for Stephen Vogt, with Zabrowski and Walters. And Kerry Carpenter, who's been bothered by a hamstring injury, is due to hit next. And Sweeney draws the walk. Tigers have a lead man on. Sweeney is aboard. Kerry Carpenter, Lauren Jabara. He was questionable whether he was going to be available today. We just got our answer.
Yeah, I talked to AJ Hinch about 15 minutes before first pitch. I said, how's the hamstring? He said, good. I said, is he available? AJ said, very available. Make sure to use that.
This was how he injured it. Thank you, Lauren. He stepped on the bag, unusual fashion there, and kind of tweaked his hamstring. Had to come out of the game. He wasn't available the rest of that game. And now Walters with some command problems to start this inning.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, BA, there's only so much experience you can get. Even though he was at University of Miami as a closer and he's done well this year, he pitched in a 3-0 ball game back in Game 3. They were down, but now here he is in this big moment. You can see that fastball's riding high.
Tim Herron, part of that big 4 in the bullpen for the Guardians. He has struggled, though, in this division series. Carl Willis, the pitching coach, working through it with Stephen Vogt.
I like Kate Smith. Herron's thrown in every ball game so far.
Home plate umpire Chad Fairchild comes out, says you got to be attentive to the batter. Kerry Carpenter's turned in one of the big moments of this series. 0-0 game. 3-run home run in the 9th inning. 2 outs, 2 strikes in the 9th. Kerry Carpenter delivered one of the most important Tiger postseason homers. He is up there in Tigers lore. Not only did he give him a quick 3-0 lead in the 9th, it came against one of the game's most dominant closers in Class A. Sweeney the runner at first. And another one misses badly. 2 balls, no strikes. Walters having a tough time finding his command right now. He has to face 3 batters. So he's got at least Vierling next. He's thrown 7 pitches, only 1 in the strike zone. There's a lonely feeling out there, knowing you can't go get him right now. See if Carpenter has a green light. 3-0. Probably not. Beg your pardon. Probably so. And a swing and a miss.
You want to talk about where the game's changed the most, right?
Man.
20 years ago, I'd have got punched right there coming back to the dugout.
3-1. Carpenter pinch hitting. And a swing and a drive into right center field. Noel is on the run. It is off the base of the wall on a bounce. Carpenter cannot run. Sweeney can. He's trying to score. He's safe. Trey Sweeney goes all the way around. mound. The Tigers have grabbed the lead in the 5th inning on a long, loud single by Carpenter.
Well, he went on 3-0 and got the same pitch 3-1 this time. He was ready for it, and he drove that thing into the gap. And interesting enough, that ball got a great, and watching him run now.
Sweeney in there.
What a great slide.
Throw took Naylor on the first base side of the plate. Tigers finally scratch one across with Tarek Skubal on the mound. Carpenter delivers again, not being pinch run for here. Interesting.
Is that, yeah, as you can see, great slide by Sweeney. You a little surprised he's not pinch run for right now with no outs?
We asked him before the game, remember, and he was really hesitant, A.J. Hinch. He goes, I don't want to burn certain players. I need hitters. I need defensive, versatile pieces. So he's going to let it ride. Hoping Matt Vierling hits one in the seats. Boy, this has backfired in a big way right now for Stephen Vogt. Called on Cade Smith early, brought him on in the 3rd inning. Andrew Walters, a rookie pitcher with just 9 regular season games under his belt, just pitching in his 2nd postseason game. A swing and a miss.
Man, my thing is now, right, you still have to get 15 outs, BA. You still need 15 more outs. And you got, yes, Gaddis and Clase at the end, but again, this sped that whole deal up of how do I get there?
A walk and a long single, 1-0 Tigers. Vierling in a 2-2 count. 3-2.
Be interesting to see on a ball in a gap or anything here what you get out of Carpenter, because that was a stationary single.
It's probably the last hitter Walters is going to face, and a mighty hack. Vierling cuts and misses. Down he goes. That's big for Andrew Walters. He gets a strikeout. It'll be the last batter he faces. But the rookie comes on, gives up a walk and an RBI single. Strikes out Vierling for his lone out. Pitching change at Progressive Field. Stephen Vogt back in his bullpen. More American League Division Series is presented by Booking.com. Trey Sweeney's mad dash on the Kerry Carpenter. Bullet off the wall. The hobbled Kerry Carpenter. It's not quite Kirk Gibson status, but it's up there. A hamstring injury, coming off the deck for a pinch hit RBI single. 1-0, 1 out in the inning, and the new pitcher is going to be Tim Herron to face Riley Green, the left-handed batter, coming up.
And we talked about it, B.A. throwing in all 5 games now too, and you saw the other night through the first three batters, 2 hard hit singles and a flyout, and Clase came right in the game. So now he's relying on him here.
Green, a swing and a miss. Herron has not been the same pitcher in this division series that we saw in the regular season. He pitched to a 1.92 ERA this year in 75 games.
2.
Ahead of him, 0-2 quickly. Riley Green with a hobbled Carpenter at first base. Bouncing ball, got a chance for 2 here. Jimenez flips it. Rocchio delivers it, and a double play to end the inning. Herron comes on, gets a 4-6-3 double play, but Kerry Carpenter stacking up a pretty impressive division series here. An RBI single. Home for postseason baseball. Get personalized highlights and push notifications just for you. Download the MLB app today. Tigers have given Tarek Skubal a 1-0 lead. And the game's most dominant starter facing Andres Jimenez, and a bouncing ball through. Jimenez slaps one to the opposite field. Just his second hit of the division series, but it's a big one. It starts the 5th inning.
Oh man, maybe he learned from Stephen Kwan. Let the ball travel a little bit, and there's base hits to the left side. Slap that by Vierling at third, and of course, probably brings up two of the hottest hitters for the Guardians, and Rocchio and Kwan back-to-back now.
Rocchio had a single his last time up. Rocchio with 5 hits now in the series. 2 doubles. He pulled a single through into left field against Skubal in the 3rd inning.
Lights in.
Late on it, fouls it away.
Interesting enough, if you look, the 3 hits today for the Guardians, Kwan, Rocchio, and Jimenez, kind of smaller hitters, right? Guys that don't have as big of swings.
Been a low-scoring series for the most part. 3 shutouts in the first 3 games. Guardians won the opener 7-0. Back-to-back 3-0 shutouts for the Tigers as Rocchio. A swing and a miss. Change up from Skubal. Like a foul tip strike.
It just got it off the end of the bat.
Kept him
Just
alive. Guardians had a comeback win in Game 4 Thursday night in Detroit. David Fry's pinch hit go-ahead homer in the 7th. Series tied at 2. Skubal deals and a swing and a miss. He got him. Skubal gassed him up with a fastball. 1 out here in the 5th as we send it down to Lauren.
Stephen Kwan been having himself quite the series. He told me he started the season with a bat speed program, trying to learn how to swing the bat as hard as he could and get his swing off as often as possible. He said, I've been watching Jose do it. He said, I mean, we're the same size, probably the same strength, but he hits a ton of home runs. So he's been focusing on that power this season, and guys, in the postseason, it's paid off so far.
14 home runs, Lauren, in the regular season, a career best for Kwan. Early in his career, he's just in his 3rd year. Went from a slap hitter, high average hitter, and a lot more power this season. Stands right on top of the plate. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball.
Well, I go back to this first at bat of the series against Tyler Holton, a tough lefty, 96 running in on the hands. And what did he do? Pulled him in and drove it off the right field wall. So for sure, you can see a different Kwan as far as a little more aggressive, a little more power.
Reached on an infield hit his first time up against Skubal. And he shoots one to the opposite field, a base hit. Barreled it. What a beautiful piece of hitting by Stephen Kwan. First and second, 1 away here in the 5th. Guardians putting up a threat.
Well, and you can see he's had to pitch him different ways right here. He started him out with that changeup. That was a close one here, but watch his down right here where Kwan could handle it. He likes that ball down. He can drop the bat head on, and that's the 4th or 5th time we've seen that line drive to left field.
Just exactly what Lauren was reporting in his off-season, working on the high velocity, the quick bat. David Fry once again finds himself in a big spot at the plate. He's delivered 5 RBIs. Skubal has struck him out twice today.
Now, if you're the Guardians, right, you've had one chance, they haven't got it. Now you got Fry, and you got your best hitter on deck in Ramirez with 2 chances here to try to tie this ball game up.
Tigers just scored. Get a run on the top of the 5th. Fry pulls it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fry Stays alive. Up and in fastball from Skubal. Count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Jose Ramirez next. Guardians' best hitter. Fry trying to get him there with a chance with runners on. If you're Skubal, you're thinking strikeout or double play ball. He has the weapons to induce both. 1 out, bottom 5. Here's a 1-2. Right off the end of the bat. Little squibber, going to be a tough play all the way around. Throw to first, not in time. No throw. Fry beats it out. Infield hit. They are loaded in the 5th.
Well, he got a little dribbler off the end of the bat and had that side spin right here. And it's such a tough play because of where Keith was playing. Look how far Torkelson's playing over. So right here you can see Keith's coming all the way over, and look, Fry runs well, and really a break for the Guardians too, because if he throws Fry out, Ramirez probably gets walked again with 2nd and 3rd. Now with the bases loaded, they have no choice but to pitch to Ramirez.
The benefits of putting the ball in play, and the Guardians have their best weapon at the plate. Strength against strength. Skubal against Ramirez. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ramirez down the right field line. It is hit well, but it is slicing foul into the seats. Ramirez finally got loose in game 4. Launched one way out against Tyler Holton. His 3rd career postseason homer. At the time, it put the Guardians ahead. Oh, hit him. Skubal drills him. A run is going to score. Ramirez in serious pain. This ties the game, but at what cost? As Jose Ramirez takes one right on his hand. An RBI the hard way.
The way he's looking at it, it's looking like that left hand. You just hope. He seems to be okay. He was trying to come in, of course, didn't want him to get extended, and I don't know if Jose Ramirez, though, at the same time has ever been so happy to be hit. Oh, got him on the elbow.
Wow.
Just between the elbow and the hand.
Oh yeah,
That's
great look at it right on the forearm.
yeah. That's I hate to say, that's where you want to get hit if you are.
And if adrenaline was a salve, he just got a big boost of it right there. Huge pulse from this crowd as he jogged to first. Chris Fetter, Tigers pitching coach, out to try to settle Skubal down. Bases still loaded. A run is in. Just 1 out. 28 2/3 scoreless innings. Ends for Terrence Skubal. Got to go back to the first inning of a game on September 18th against the Royals. The last time he gave up a run. Bases loaded. Lane Thomas loves the first pitch. Thomas swings, hits a high fly ball deep into left field. It is up. It is going to be a grand slam. Lane Thomas. What a moment. What a swing. It's 5-1 Cleveland.
First pitch, 3-run homer. First pitch fastball here. Grand slam. You want to talk about a midseason acquisition, BA, putting your team on his back. Look at that.
The game-turning homers that we have seen all series long here. Thomas, a 3-run homer in game 1. First inning. Then he just connects on a salami. Naylor, little swinging bunt. Rogers makes a play for out number 2.
And you're not lying. Carpenter with the blast in game 2. Fry with the blast in game 4. And now Lane Thomas. Wow.
It was so high. The only question was it going to come off that 19-foot wall? Towering home run. Lane Thomas just busts the lid off this one. Can't believe what he has just done. Noel pops this one up. Back is Sweeney. And the inning is over. Tarek Skubal, the Tigers ace, runs into trouble. A hit batter to tie the game. Next pitch, Lane Thomas, a grand slam in game 5 of the American League Division Series.
With new seasons of Bravo's biggest franchises.
This is the start of a beautiful relationship.
I don't want to be lied about.
It's going to be amazing.
Show some respect. Not today, Satan. Not today.
All crew, I'm done. Plus all new seasons of your favorite City TV shows. Try it, stream it, love it. City TV Plus. Start your free trial today.
Off the great Tarek Skubal, Lane Thomas connects for a grand slam to give the Guardians a 5-1 lead. We got a lot of baseball to be played, though. That's the first home run Skubal has allowed since September 12th. Exactly a month since his last home run allowed. That was against Colorado.
You know, I talked to Lane Thomas after game 1 and said, what'd you think? He said, I can't imagine a better feeling. Well, I think he might have just got one right there.
Oh, there's no better feeling.
But in that moment, off a guy who has been unhittable, to deliver that.
First grand slam for the Guardians in their franchise history in the postseason since 2017. Francisco Lindor had a salami against the Yankees. It is the 6th postseason grand slam in Cleveland baseball history. Lane Thomas has 2 swings of the bat that has produced 7 runs in this series. His 3-run homer in game 1 had a key RBI in game 4 on a single, and now a grand slam. Herron just missing on a 4-seam fastball. Colt Keith leading off this inning for Detroit. And a swing and a miss. He got him a strikeout. Keith is gone. Herron looks sharp. He got a double play ball to get out of the 5th inning, and now comes back with a K as he starts a clean inning. This is what the Guardians were used to seeing all year from Tim Herron, but he shouldered a heavy burden this season. 75 games. Broken bat, soft liner right to Jimenez. Perez on the first pitch. Lines out for out number 2 in the 6th inning.
You go back to game 4, Herron, to me, BA, was showing just fatigue. He was tired. Is he going to be that guy, to me, that ends up bridging it to Gaddis and Clase at the end, because he looks really sharp right now here in game 5.
No.
Spencer Torkelson takes a ball. Herron, like Cade Smith, pitching in every game of this division series. He has not had an outing where he's gone unscathed, though. Game 1, he gave up a walk with an inning plus. Gave up a walk in game 2. Had another walk in game 3, and then 2 hits allowed in game 4. Torkelson turns on it. That's going to get down fair. Into the corner it goes. Kwan will play it back to the infield as Spencer Torkelson A 2-out double here in the 6th inning. That's his second hit, both doubles, both coming with 2 outs.
Tell you what, pulls those hands in again beautifully there, and he has really come alive for the Tigers here in the last few games. And you can see he thought, man, how did he hit that up and in? And I told you, there's still there's 11 outs or 10 outs that got to be made in this ball game still.
Yeah, feels like a long way to go. Stephen Vogt went early to his A pen with Cade Smith. Meadows, a swing and a miss. Hunter Gaddis starting to throw in the bullpen. Manuel Clase, he'll be part of this at some point. On his way to third, a pitch in the dirt, throw to third, not in time. Good base running there by Torkelson. You got to know you can make it. And he does make it. Naylor pounced on it quickly, but could not get the throw to third base in time. It'll be a wild pitch.
A good read here. Once he saw Naylor kind of go the other way, he took off and was safe easy.
Naylor actually did a good job. He blocked it. He just didn't know it. To him, it felt like it had bounced up and over his shoulder. Runner at third, 2 outs. Meadows takes a ball. Parker Meadows has a double and a walk today. Stole a base in the 2nd inning. (5-1) Cleveland, a 5-run inning in the 5th. Tigers trying to answer.
4.
And it's ball 4. Aaron walks the lefty. 1st and 3rd now.
This MLB season, FanDuel is taking you out to every ball game.
Stephen Vogt sends Bo Naylor to the mound. The infield will join him. Decision time here for Vogt. Gaddis in the bullpen getting ready, and now the skipper is on his way.
And this right here is where we talked about that kind of those outs they have to get, because if Gaddis comes in this ball game and Rogers or somebody can deliver a big hit, again, you're moving up the timeline of your 2 big horses at the end. So it'll be interesting as it plays out here.
Pitching change. Aaron is out. Gaddis is in. Tigers threatening with 2 on. There are 2 outs.
Well, this series has been big home runs. Lane Thomas here in game 1. Of course, Carpenter with the huge one in game 2. And David Fry really to save the Guardians season in game 4. And now, of course, you get it back to game 5. Lane Thomas off Tarek Skubal, the grand slam. And again, this series has been great pitching, but some massive home runs.
Game tilting moments from the jump, from the 1st inning when Lane Thomas homered in game 1. What a series it's been. Worthy of a game 5. Hunter Gaddis on the mound here with runners at 1st and 3rd, 2 outs in the 6th. Jake Rogers will be the batter. Another first pitch swinger. And Gaddis misses with a slider. Gaddis pitching in his 4th game of this division series. The only game he did not pitch was game 3. When an inning and 2/3 Thursday night in game 4.
Oh, man, he had a good swing at that slider. Again, you gap one right here, this game can change in a hurry. Like you said, if you're Detroit, obviously Skubal's still out there. You have your whole bullpen at disposal. The Guardians, they keep checking off those guys coming in.
Rogers has some pop in his bat. Had 10 home runs in the regular season. 20 homer season 2 years ago. He hit under 200 this year. Known as a terrific defensive catcher. And he's got some thump, and he's had a very nice postseason. 5 hits this postseason for Rogers. First and third, 2 outs. Here's a 2-1 and a swing and a miss. 2-2. Nasty slider from Gaddis. A major inflection point in this game. Tigers trying to bounce back. Gaddis deals, runner goes, line drive, base hit, right center. 1 run is in. Meadows goes to third. Jake Rogers comes through with an RBI single. He extends the inning. It comes with 2 outs and 2 strikes, and it's 5-2 Cleveland.
What a big league at bat. He saw 4 sliders. And on the 5th pitch, 96, and lines it to right field. You can see where Naylor wanted it, B.A. He wanted it up in the zone. Gaddis missed down. And Rogers got him. Now we're back to 1 swing of the bat, and you have a tie ball game.
And matchup advantages here for the Tigers. The left-handed hitting rookie Trey Sweeney takes a strike. If you've been with us throughout this entire series, you know the theme. The more you use these relievers, the more opportunities the opposing hitters get to see them. And they've all been used heavily. It shows up in a bigger way in a 7-game series, which is where we're headed next in the ALCS.
And you've noticed, if you look out there, it's a 6th inning. Gaddis is out there, and you got your big boy left out there, but that's kind of it as far as experience.
The 1-1, a swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Gaddis has such a good changeup. He could drop that thing in the mid-70s too. It's amazing how much velocity he can take off that.
Last game caught 2 guys looking on that pitch for strike 3. That's how good it is.
Tigers trying to come up with another big hit. Gaddis trying to get out of this inning. Almost hit him right across his shoe tops. Tarik Skubal just giving up a 5-run inning. Pin is quiet for Detroit. 2-2. Count goes full. Kerry Carpenter due next. Full count, 2 outs. Rogers will get a head start. He takes off and a swing and a foul. Sweeney laid on it. Count stays at 3-2. Sweeney was playing shortstop in AAA for the Dodgers most of the year. He was in the Jack Flaherty trade. Everybody thought the Tigers were punting. They were in sell mode, and they were. Gave a chance to the young kid. Sweeney was a big part of it. Came up in mid-August. Gaddis deals it, and a swing and a foul. Sweeney hanging in there.
Again, hanging in there. Great at bat, but look at the pitches already now. 13th pitch coming up for Gaddis. Again, I think Vogt was hoping to get Herron through this inning and maybe even an out in the next inning and then go Gaddis, and everything just continues to push forward.
Sweeney, a power hitter in the minor leagues. Pitch number 8, and he misses badly. Sweeney draws the walk, and now it is the Tigers who have loaded the bases. All of this coming with 2 outs. 4 consecutive base runners. They are loaded up with a run in, and to the top of the order we go. Kerry Carpenter, and here comes Carl Willis, Guardians pitching coach, out to try to calm Gaddis down and give him a breather.
I tell you, look, Lane Thomas, that huge home run, and that's looming large to get this lead, because again, Guardians are sitting here trying to figure out, BA, how are we getting these last 10 outs? How are we getting to the finish line?
We showed you that rip of highlights, all those big homers in this series. Carpenter's came in the 9th with 2 outs and 2 strikes off Emmanuel Clase. in a scoreless game in game 2. Carpenter has good numbers against Gaddis. 3 for 7, 3 doubles, a walk and a strikeout. They are loaded up. Tying run at first. Carpenter the go-ahead run at the plate. And a swing and a foul. Lost the bat.
He challenged him there, didn't he? I mean, this is 95 coming at you. Carpenter gets a good swing off, just a tick late. He loses his bat.
It's his left hamstring that's the problem. He cannot run, but as he's already proven, he can still swing the bat. RBI single his last time up. Would have been a double in any other scenario for Carpenter, but he had to shut it down running to first base. Ripped it off the wall in right center. Carpenter has been a monster against right-handed pitchers all year. The 1-1. 1-2 had a big rip right down the middle with a fastball.
And Gaddis is letting it eat. Carpenter, a great fastball hitter, slugging .667 off it. Gaddis has got 2 by him so far.
One and 2 the count. Meadows, Rogers, Sweeney on the bags. And a swing and a miss. He got him. Big pitch. Hunter Gaddis. A strikeout with the bases loaded. Oh, drama. You want drama? We got it for you in Cleveland. Game 5, winner go home. Mexico, Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern on TNT and Max. USA also playing Panama tonight at 8 Eastern on TNT and Max. Tarik Skubal back on the mound. We start play in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bo Naylor quickly down 0-2. Let's see how Skubal comes back after giving up a 5 spot in the 5th. Didn't take him long to take care of Bo Naylor. Wipes him out on 3 pitches. And 1 away here in the 6th inning.
I was going to say, BA, it definitely did not take him long, and he's probably the only guy left in this playoffs that could give up what he gave up in that inning, and you're still coming back out.
Skubal, first grand slam he has ever allowed. Drag bunt firmly right to Torkelson, and an easy out as Jimenez caught that one too firm. And out number 2. By the way, Skubal, that 5-run inning, just the 2nd time in his career he has allowed at least 5 runs in an inning, and none this year. Got to go back to last season in a game against the Royals. Will Vest is preparing. First ball swinging, liner into right center. Perez makes the catch. 5-pitch inning for Tarik Skubal.
The American League Championship Series. We can't wait to bring it to you right here on TBS. We're taking a look at our DraftKings same game parlay. We are 2 for 3 right now, Brian. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and sign up with the promo code HEAT.
Thank you, Lauren. Great job in the studio with the rest of the gang as always. And who's it going to be to take on the Yankees Monday on TBS and the ALCS? Will it be the Tigers or the Guardians? 5-2 Cleveland after a 5-run 5th inning. Tigers have chipped away though. Got one of those back in the 6th. Gaddis back on the mound quickly, and the 0-2 fly ball down the right field line. Noel giving it a look. Noel will watch it into the seats. Hits the netting.
You know, the biggest thing I've noticed this series, especially here in Cleveland, these foul balls do not come back here. You'll see a lot of parks where when that ball's hit, right, it starts to kind of drift back in. When it hits foul territory here, it stays over there.
That netting goes all the way down. Once it hits that netting, it's instantly a dead ball. And it hit about a quarter of the way up. May have looked like Noel could have reached out and caught it. That was not the case. Do it again. Another 0-2 pitch. Vierling, Green, and Keith. First three up here against Gaddis. I got to ask you too, Jeff, the 5-pitch inning by Skubal. If there was ever an inning Hunter Gaddis needed some production offensively, it was last inning.
Give me at least 10 pitches, right? It got him back out there, and he had to work 17 pitches.
High stress pitches too.
To get that one out. And right now, if you're the Tigers, right, every foul ball you can keep doing like that keeps continuous. Because Stephen Vogt's big decisions coming up. How many outs am I asking Emmanuel Clase to get tonight?
Starting to feel like 6. The way this game is going.
That's a lot. I know you can sit here and say, and I'm sure some people are saying, that is a lot of outs to ask a closer to get.
Hasn't really done it. Did get a 5-out save in game 4. And we asked Vogt about that because there's 6 outs was just pushing it for me. That may have all changed. That's a called strike 3 on a comeback changeup. That's one of his signature pitches. And he gets Vierling again on that pitch. Out number 1 here in the 7th.
Look at the comeback on it. That's what's filthy to me about that. The amount of movement it gets, and it freezes so many of those right-handed batters, and he drops it in there.
Here's Riley Green. So if you're counting outs right now and you're on the Guardian side, 8 outs to get. 1 away here in the 7th inning. If you're thinking Clase can give you 6, this is the time to strike if you're the Tigers. Gaddis deals, and that one outside for a ball. 2-1 to count. That's what the bullpen looks like right now, and Eli Morgan might be preparing to enter the biggest game of his career. There's a line drive to right field. Noel playing deep. That bounces in front of him. And Riley Green with a 1-out single.
Yeah, right here gets them 2-1 count. Riley Green just turns on this ball, and Noel playing deep back there. Again, even 1 run this inning, 2 runs for the Tigers, right? You keep chipping away. And look, Stephen Vogt tried to get Tim Herron to get him a few outs in game 4. Eventually, he had no choice. He had to go to Clase.
1 away. Colt Keith, the batter. So goal number 1 right now for the Tigers is to force Stephen Vogt into a pitching change this inning. Gaddis is about to unleash his 30th pitch. And all of them high stress.
Except that pitch. He is dropping that changeup on like a dime.
Something else. Nobody really throws a changeup like that. Snap throw to first. Good move by the big man. Most pitches Gaddis has thrown in a game, 32, and it came in game 4.
And then you're asking him to come back 36 hours later.
Keith at the plate. Sends that one deep. That's on the barrel. That is way back there, and it is going to be off the base of the wall. Riley Green will be waved home. Throw comes in late. It is an RBI double for Colt Keith. The Tigers are within 2. It is 5-3 Cleveland.
Well, here it is. He just gets a fastball and absolutely squares it up to dead center. And you see where it's at, up in the zone, right? You get tired, you're going, that ball comes up, and you can see now hits it off the wall, and Vogt's going to that bullpen. And that's kind of what you go, when does my guy who's got good stuff, but when does he get tired? When is the diminishing return on that? And you can see no choice to go but to go down to Morgan now into that bullpen.
And the Cards are now in the middle of the
They're
table.
out there. You know what's coming.
Going to the pin early has forced him into a spot now. 5. What a series this has been. This best of 5 American League Division Series. It is 5-3. Cleveland leads it. Tigers are threatening. The tying run at the plate. Eli Morgan coming on for the Guardians now. His 4th year in the major leagues. Frenchie, he's 28 years of age, had a great year, but he has not been in those big leverage moments all season.
No, 70 to 75% of the time he's pitching, they're trailing, kind of trying to keep that lead or keep them within striking distance. But again, today, no choice but to go to the righty. 3 pitches, got that fastball, slider, changeup.
Gaddis just ran out of gas.
He's got to be tired.
Winsell Perez, the switch hitter, down 0-2, and a swing and a miss. Oh, big strikeout for Eli Morgan.
Well, maybe he's trying to show I should pitch with the lead sometimes, because he just beat him straight to the spot with a fastball. And we've not seen many guys do that to Perez this series.
Not known as a big strikeout pitcher. Here's Spencer Torkelson. Tying run at the plate. Torkelson takes a strike. Morgan's coming in calm and cool and pumping in the strikes. That's the beauty of the MLB postseason. You never know who it's going to be. Who's going to step up in the big spots. And Morgan right now has him flummoxed. A changeup, and it's 0-2.
He's feeling it, man. Fastball, slider, change. His crowd's back into it.
Since August 1st, Eli Morgan has entered with the lead only twice. That's a 22-game stretch. He has not been in a spot like this. The 0-2. Close. Naylor made it look good. Torkelson with a good take. We are late in this game, but we are a long way from home. 2 outs in the 7th. Morgan fires and misses. And it's 2-2. If Torkelson reaches Parker Meadows, then one of the Tigers' best hitters in this postseason. Keith, the runner at second. 2-2.
What a great call by Chad Fairchild. I'm telling you, the crowd going crazy. Sometimes it's easy to get carried away. One of the best jobs I've seen in a big game like this.
He's been on his A game, no question. Credit Torkelson, big time take. Now the count is full. And a called strike 3. Eli Morgan drops a changeup in there. Massive strikeout from an unexpected reliever. Eli Morgan's got his moment in this division series. 5-3, Guardians by 2. Tarek Skubal goes 6 innings. Gives up 6 hits, 5 earned runs. A grand slam by Lane Thomas. Part of a 5-run 5th inning for the Guardians against Skubal. He will give way to Will Vest, who has been the #1 option in A.J. Hinch's bullpen. He is trying to keep the Guardians at 5. It's a 5-3 Cleveland lead. Top of the order coming up. Best relief pitcher for the best part of the lineup in a 2-run game.
A.J. Hinch knows we got to keep this right here, and he brings his best in, top of the lineup. And if you're Stephen Vogt on the other side, you know kind of where you're at. Do I send Morgan back out? Is the big fella coming in for 6? What he would really hope, top of the order gets him a few runs right here and give him some breathing room.
Clase getting ready. Kwan, liner, right field, base hit. A hitting machine right now. His third hit of the game. His third straight game with 3 hits.
Let me tell you, when you think about the pitching we've seen this series, the fact that he's doing that, boy, he pulls the hands in again. That's what's incredible. He's able to pull 96. He also, if you remember, his Skubal went the other way.
11 hits in the series for Kwon in a 5-gamer. That is one off a record, an all-time ALDS record. Edgar Martinez and Ichiro had 12 hits in an ALDS series. Guardians have a big insurance run at first, and Fry pulls one foul. Tyler Holton, the big lefty who's done some opening, pitched in leverage. He is getting ready. Same story applies to A.J. Hinch's relievers. These guys have been used a lot. This whole concept of Tarek Skubal and pitching chaos on the non-Skubal days. We're getting to the end of a series now, and these are pitchers that have been seen a lot and worked a lot.
Yeah, you figure Holton's getting ready for, if I had to guess, Josh Naylor there in that 5th hole.
Swinging a foul right off of Rogers. That one stung him a little bit.
But yeah, you know, we talked about Smith and Herron, you know, Vest and Brisky both, you know, pitching in almost every game this series.
Oh, right off the kneecap. Most catchers go one knee down now. They try to steal as many strikes in that setup. That leaves you vulnerable behind the plate. Will Vest, 2-2 pitch. Fry on the ground. That is a foul ball. Called foul by the third base umpire, Ramon De Jesus.
Good call.
Two. Another one pulled foul.
You can see him trying to run that 2-seam sinker in and get him to roll over here. Fry keeps fighting it off.
Will Vest pitching in his 4th game of this division series. Pitched in a game in the wild card series as well. He's got the dangerous Jose Ramirez due next. And Fry out in front chases a breaking ball, and Vest picks up a key strikeout. David Fry is gone. Out number 1, still a runner at first. Each season, the Hank Aaron Award is given to the best overall offensive performer in each league. Cast your vote, MLB.com/Aaron. Jose Ramirez is an AL nominee. Ramirez, a liner foul. Almost wiped out Sandy Alomar Jr. over there.
Almost wiped out the whole crew over there.
Boss down.
1-1. They love Ramirez.
Oh, don't they?
For good reason. 6-time All-Star, including the last 4. Been one of the game's best players. Rolls over that one, but a big bouncer, and it's through into right field, a base hit. Kwon on his way to 3rd. Ramirez, a big top spin ground ball. 1st and 3rd with 1 out as Ramirez collects his first hit.
Yeah, because they're holding him on. Torkelson's playing right there, and the ball again, how he hits it with that spin. Keith just couldn't get there, and you can hear this place giving the Jose cheers. And oh, he got close, but you said it, man. They love him here. He could have left, or more money stayed here.
You know who else they love?
This guy,
Lane Thomas, who steps up with 2 on and 1 away. Takes the first one this time. 5-3 Guardians. Tigers have been chipping away. They've scored single runs in each of the last 3 innings. Thomas on the ground, got some spin. Keith cannot make a play, slips and falls. Kwan scores. Infield hit, Lane Thomas. 6-3 Cleveland. Pitching change.
Best has been so good, BA, but you know as well as I do, all these relievers, man, are starting to wear down. They've been used. Pressure pitches, you can see he blows them up right here. But because of where they were playing, and look, Keith never had a chance at this. Thomas was going to beat it out with that speed.
Slip, didn't matter. No chance to get Thomas. He can fly. And it's an infield hit and a huge RBI. Inning still going for Cleveland. 2 on, 1 out. Pitching 8 p.m. Eastern, game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Mets Dodgers go coast to coast. And then we're back on for game 1 of the ALCS. The Yankees awaiting the winner here. Tyler Holton called into this game with 2 on and 1 out. Guardians have added to their lead now 6-3. Josh Naylor takes a ball.
Another guy, BA, who this will be his 4th appearance of this division series.
Holton has done a little bit of everything this postseason. He started back-to-back games as an opener. He got game 2 in the wild card series against Houston. Tigers swept the Astros. A.J. Hinch knocking his old team out. Holton was the opener in game 1 here last Saturday. Naylor takes a strike. 2-1. Chris Antonetti, head of baseball ops. Feels good about a 3-run lead, but knows there's a long way to go. Naylor chased one.
He feels good, but he's also telling himself we got to get 6 outs.
And the major question right now, with a 3-run lead, is Eli Morgan back in play, or do you just go for Clase A to try to finish this out?
You know where I stand. I got to send that guy back out there. I got to send Eli out. Even if you get 1 out, 2 outs, it's just a little less that Clase has got to go.
Aaron Boone is saying put him in last inning. Yankees manager is watching both of these teams empty it out. A swing at a miss. Naylor strikes out. Out number 2. Big out to get for Tyler Holton.
Yeah, it fell behind, but good job coming back and got him out front on that slider. Imperative for Detroit, too, for Holton to keep this lead at 6-3.
John Kinsey Noel has been quiet in his first postseason of his career. The rookie 0 for 3 today. Still looking for his first hit. Big power, though. He could put this game away with 1 swing here in the 7th. Two-man aboard with 2 away. Noel 0 for 12 in this DS. Takes a ball. He's had an impact defensively, though. Made a terrific run and catch in game 2. Threw out a runner at second base. Has an outfield assist. Well, he's paid to hit bombs. And a swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
He tried to hit one right there. And he tried to get out. And that was a good piece of pitching there by Holton. Threw that cutter in and got him out.
Tigers will have the bottom of their order coming up in the top of the 8th inning. Meadows, Rogers, Sweeney scheduled to hit. Noel fouls it away, leaning on one. 2-2 from Holden. Hanging tough. Pitch number 7. Ramirez and Thomas aboard, and a big chopper to short. Nice easy hop for Sweeney, makes the play to end the inning. Tyler Holden comes on, squashes the rally. Guardians get a big one though. Here, and it is bringing you action from some of your favorite leagues. Watch every night starting at 6 p.m. Eastern on True TV. That includes the NBA. Got some of the Cleveland Cavaliers in attendance. Jared Allen's up there, Darius Garland, among others. Stephen Vogt bringing on Austin Hedges, veteran catcher who was part of a World Series winning team last year with the Rangers. And Eli Morgan is back on the mound. Parker Meadows leads off. 6-3 Cleveland lead, top of the 8th.
Well, if it stayed at 5-3, you wonder if he would have gone to Class A, but I know this. Guy or two gets on, big fella's coming in.
Tigers' goal right now is to get Class A in this game this inning. Class A was warming last inning. He's ready. Morgan deals a strike. 3-1. It's always interesting when a pitcher, especially for a guy like Morgan who hasn't been in this kind of situation, gets out of an inning, goes and sits down, and then comes back on the mound. And he walks Parker Meadows to start the frame. And it did not take Stephen Vogt long to pop out of his seat. Vogt is on his way. Tried to get an out, an inning extra out of Morgan. Cannot. And with the season on the line and a 3-run lead, here comes Emmanuel Clase, the game's best closer, a Cy Young candidate. 6 outs to get. 6-3 Cleveland. We'll set up the matchup when we continue from Progressive Field. Stephen Vogt calling on his best. Emmanuel Clase is on to try to finish this one out. We are in the 8th inning. A runner at first on an opening walk by Morgan. And Clase going to be asked to give the Guardians 6 outs to get them to the American League Championship Series.
Well, we kept wondering when he was going to come. When he pulled Boyd after 2, you knew everything had kind of sped up the clock, right, B.A.? Well, he tried to get one more out of it, but here he is for a 6-inning save to send them to the ALCS.
Sorry, done it 5 times in his career. And a swing and a miss. Rogers on the first pitch. 5 times he's had a 6-out appearance in his career. Had a 6-out appearance against the Yankees in the regular season. Back in the 22 postseason. Runner goes, pitches a ball, and it's a stolen base for Parker Meadows.
Well, this is a great baseball move by Parker Meadows here. No, he's got the high leg kick. Again, it's a 3-run ball game, but if you can eke even 1 out this inning, you just keep inching yourself closer.
With Meadows' speed, that's an easy bag. Swing and a miss. Rogers had a key hit in game 2 off Clase that started the rally with 2 outs. Carpenter's 3-run home run came after Rogers and Sweeney had back-to-back singles with 2 outs in the 8th inning. And it's the same 2 guys coming up right here. Liner caught by Rocchio. Oh, wow. Brian Rocchio timed his...
Bonus bets instantly. This postseason, DraftKings is coming up clutch.
Someone say clutch? Poppy got this.
No, Poppy. No need to get this.
Put me in.
Again, nobody's going in.
I bring home the W.
The W.
For him.
Poppy.
For her.
I think there's been a
Por this abuela.
Sure, the abuela.
This beautiful couple.
Big Papi, not a big listener. New customers download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and turn $5 into 200 instant.
0-2 the count. Class A gave up a run in game 4. In an inning and 2/3. Fly ball into shallow left. Coming on is Quan. He makes a play for the out. Out number 2. Class A able to get it on the hands of Sweeney. 2 gone now. Still a runner at second base. Back to the top of the order with Kerry Carpenter.
I was going to say BA2. The other thing for Clase, only 7 pitches. So for him, if he can keep that low at least, where the Tigers probably want to try to continue to drive that count up.
Keeps the tying run on deck. When you're a closer like Clase A, when you're an alpha dog like this, you want this matchup. Even though Carpenter got him in game 2.
Just see that pitch, it was 102. That should tell you something.
Reaching back for a little extra. I doubt he throws him 3 sliders. And he just tied him up with a 100-mile-an-hour cutter. Yikes. No pitch like that pitch.
Hedges might put slider. He's telling him,
Carpenter hit a slider into the seats. And he chases one at 100 again. 1-2 the count. 2 outs in the 8th. Ouch. Off his leg. Carpenter getting his 3rd at-bat here. That hobbled hamstring. Left hamstring, now his right foot.
Man, that can't feel good. You're talking about a 101-mile-per-hour cutter off your bat, right onto that foot. Make him forget the hammy for a minute, right?
This sellout crowd wants to see a strikeout. Carpenter trying to extend the inning and get Vierling to the plate. Runner at second, 2 outs. Nothing but cut fastballs from Clase A. Do it again. Another 1-2.
Well, you can see the first time that at bat that Hedges tried to go away right there. He called it. Clase just missed off the plate.
Haven't seen a slider yet. See what he has in mind. 2-2. Clase A deals. Pulls it foul. Another cutter. And this is some at-bat right here by Carpenter. He's been so impressive. He gets a chance against right-handed hitters. He doesn't hit lefties, but he is a nightmare for right-handed pitchers.
What a battle.
900.
Oh, this is a battle right here. 8th pitch coming up.
Every pitch matters. We're only in the 8th. Clase A's coming back out for the 9th. Do it again. Another 2-2. Got him. Power pitcher, power hitter, big spot in a postseason game in Clase A. Takes down Carpenter in a stare down as he walks off the mound.
Oh, you don't think he remembers game 2? Those closers, especially the elite ones, they don't forget. Say that was a heck of a matchup. That was a perfect pitch. If you're Carpenter, BA, you're looking that cutter in. You can't be doing anything else, and he threw it right on the outer half.
Austin Hedges will bat for the first time. We play in the Cleveland half of the 8th inning. Tigers will have one more at bat. Right now it's a 6-3 Guardians lead. Guardians got a 5-run fifth off Tarek Skubal. Lane Thomas a grand slam. Hedges shakes him up. That went in there hard in that Guardians dugout. So hope everybody's all right. Ramirez says, that away, amigo.
He's checking out. You okay?
Hedges down on strikes. A swing and a miss. Now number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Tyler Holton came on, got the last 2 outs with 2 men aboard. Picks up his second strikeout. And here's Andres Jimenez. Line drive, right center, down base hit. Splits the gap. Perez cuts it off. On his way to second, Jimenez with a 1-out double. His second hit of Game 5.
That's 3 hits now in that bottom part of the order between him and Rocchio. And he jumps all over this. He's not waiting. Got a first pitch heater. Lined it in the gap.
Perez did a nice job to cut that ball off. Had a defensive outfield shift on there. Perez had a long way to go. He's the right fielder who went and cut that off. Otherwise, Jimenez, who can fly, would have been at third base with a triple with 1 out. Here's Rocchio. Tigers have activity in their bullpen. Brisky on the right. Foley, who we've not seen in this series. He's the closer, but has not pitched in this series against Cleveland. The Rocchio chance.
It's not too many times your 9th hole hitter, right? It's getting a chance about him, but made a great play last inning. It's had a good series.
He's a wizard defensively. And he's been hitting in this division series. He's got 5 hits. Pulls that one foul. Count stays at 1-2. Rocchio, the number 9 hitter. You got Kwan on deck. Tyler Holton's job is to keep the Guardians at 6. Cleveland trying to add on here. Up the middle. That is going to be through for a base hit. In the score is Jimenez. Brian Rocchio delivers. An insurance run in the bottom of the 8th to make it 7-3 Cleveland.
Yeah, when you start getting production from the bottom part of the lineup like that, gets a hanging breaking pitch, and you see it just stayed up. And again, BA, Holton's 7 postseason games. He's pitched in 6 of them now, and you just wonder if the toll of these young arms are starting to show.
Tigers just running out of bullets right here. The way they have to do it. Multiple relievers. They've had a game. They've used 7 relievers in a win over the Astros. Had a game where they won with 6 pitchers. Kwan with 3 more hits. He is a hit away from matching an American League Division Series record for hits in a series. Ichiro did it in 2001 for the Mariners. Edgar Martinez also for the Mariners 6 years prior in '95. Kwan's got 11 hits. Hitters count. And a strike, 3-2.
See if they put Rocchio in motion here. 3-2. A guy that good bat to ball skills.
Stays put and a swing and a miss. Kwon strikes out. Gave him a cut fastball. Third strikeout for Tyler Holden. 2 outs in the inning. And A.J. Hinch will take the ball from his lefty. David Fry is coming up. Guardians have added one more. 7-3. Pitching change here in the bottom of the 8th with the Game 4 hero coming up. Down 1-0 with Tarek Skubal on the mound. They're hoping it's a great day to be in Cleveland. A 5-run 5th, a grand slam by Lane Thomas. 7-3 is the score. 2 outs in the 8th. And it's going to be a rematch between Bo Brisky and David Fry.
Yeah, this was a matchup. Good call in Game 4 where Fry got him for that 2-run homer.
A game saver, series saver if the Guardians hang on to win this thing. Guardians were down a run. 2 out, 2 strike, 2-run home run in the 7th inning for David Fry on Brisky. Brisky's been so good for him. But another pitcher that is showing some wear now as we get late in this series.
Lock down.
Brisky's pitched in every game but one in this postseason. Got in both games against the Astros. Did not pitch Game 1, but he's been in every game since. And was lights out until David Fry connected.
That's a tough thing, right? You go back here and look at Game 4. He had him 2 strikes and middle right here and down where Fry likes it right here. And really that kind of changed that game right there.
First player to hit a go-ahead pinch hit homer in the 7th inning or later with his team facing elimination. That was the stakes for the Guardians and David Fry. No one had ever been in that spot with all of those details to it. And then he added a safety squeeze in his next at-bat. Drove in 3 runs. On the ground to short, Sweeney will gobble it up. Goes the easy way to end the inning. Moment of truth has arrived. We go to the 9th. 7-3 Cleveland. Class A will return. Last call series. It is presented by Booking.com. Brian Anderson, Jeff Francoeur. This has been some series. Great drama, huge moments. And we're coming to the finish line here, Frenchie, with Emmanuel Clase on the mound to try to send Cleveland to New York for the ALCS.
You know, I always say to win a series, you got to either beat a closer or beat an ace. And today for the Guardians, obviously not over yet, they were able to get Skubal. Yeah. Not many people have this year. It was set up for Detroit. And then I think from an offensive standpoint for the Guardians, they've started to kind of wear down this Detroit bullpen. A lot of great arms, young arms, though, and they're not used to that back-to-back everyday work. But this series has been incredible, partner.
However it ends, both fan bases, the 2 ballparks, these are 2 teams that are certainly on the rise. The Guardians were just in the postseason 2 years ago, but they missed last year. It's been a decade for the Tigers. They had record crowds in Detroit, and they have a very good young team that is only getting better with a manager who has a lot of experience, a World Series winning manager, A.J. Hinch, now in his 4th year. They swept the Astros. They have taken the Guardians to the brink. And now that they have a little more magic in them. No team has been better over the last 2 months in the American League than the Tigers. Even after they lost so many of their big name players. They traded away Jack Flaherty, traded Carson Kelly, lost Javi Baez, their highest paid player. Here we go, 9th inning, 7-3. Still a save situation for Clase. Remember, he came on. It was a 3-run game in the 8th. He's got 4 runs with which to work right now. Matt Vierling, the lone Tiger with postseason experience on the current roster. That was with the Phillies 2 years ago, competed in a World Series. The 25 others on the postseason roster had never been in a playoff series. They've won 4 games to this point.
Strike 3.
And a called strike 3. Down he goes. Clase with a strikeout to start the 9th.
That time he did go with the slider right here, and look, it's right down the middle, and you get caught looking for 100 with cut, and he throws that.
16 Ks for the Guardians, tied for the most in a winner-take-all game. Bouncing ball, Riley Green. The Guardians are an out away from a date with the Yankees at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx Monday night. Emmanuel Clase against Colt Keith. Last hope for the Tigers. Strike. Winner-take-all games have been demons for the Guardians. They've lost 8 straight. They've played in 9. Trying to answer that right now as Keith laces one foul. Clase and the Guardians a strike away. Chris Antonetti. First-year manager Stephen Vogt. Clase trying to send him to the ALCS. 2-2. Bouncing ball. Naylor's got it. Clase covers. Ball game. And the Guardians are headed to the American League Championship Series. It is their 6th. The first since 2016. They take down the Detroit Tigers in 5 games. Lane Thomas with a grand slam off Tarek Skubal in the 5th inning. Thomas drives in 8 runs. 9 runs total. The Guardians will head to New York to take on the Yankees. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series Monday night right here on TBS.
You know, B.A., we said before the game that if Cleveland was able to move on, they were going to earn this one today off Cy Younger and Tarek Skubal. They did that. Lane Thomas delivered another one. And then 8 pitchers for the Guardians today. You talk about a full team effort.